Have you ever wondered what happens when someone does a perfect celebrity impression? Right in front of the real celebrity? Today we're counting down the most hilarious, awkward, and genuinely unforgettable moments where comedians and actors nailed impressions. And the real stars were right there to see it. From spot-on mimicry to reactions that made everyone laugh out loud, these moments prove that comedy is sometimes even better than reality. You'll hear genuine laughter, shocked reactions, and even applause. So stick around, because some of these stars loved it and others could barely keep a straight face. 1. Andy Samberg does Nicolas Cage, funny but respectful. We open with one of the funniest clips from a compilation of celebrity impressions, where one star steps up to mimic another, and the real celebrity is right there to witness it. In this case, Andy Samberg, widely known for his work on Saturday Night Live and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, takes on the one and only Nicolas Cage. Samberg doesn't just mimic Cage's voice. He goes all in, exaggerating those intense pauses, dramatic hand gestures, and wide-eyed expressions that have become Cage's signature. Every twitch, every inflection, every pause is carefully studied and amplified, turning the impression into a playful, almost theatrical performance. What makes this clip truly unforgettable is Nicolas Cage's reaction. He's right there, sitting in the audience, and his response is priceless. At first, there's a flash of surprised recognition. Wow, they nailed it! And then genuine laughter follows. It's the kind of reaction that makes an impression memorable because it shows approval from the person being impersonated. Cage isn't offended or uncomfortable. Instead, he's amused, entertained, and even slightly impressed. That's the ultimate validation for any impressionist. When the real celebrity smiles, chuckles, or reacts in a way that shows they appreciate the mimicry. Moments like these remind us that celebrity impressions aren't just about jokes or funny voices. They're a celebration of what makes each star unique, their energy, mannerisms, and personality quirks. A good impression is a tribute, highlighting those defining traits in a way that's recognizable, exaggerated, and hilarious. And when done in front of the actual person, it becomes a shared experience of humor, admiration, and respect. 2. The Rock's Kevin Hart impression, hilariously accurate. Next up, we have a moment where one celebrity imitates another, and the real person doesn't even interrupt. Imagine someone mimicking Kevin Hart's voice and mannerisms right in front of Kevin Hart himself. It happened, and the crowd went wild. This isn't just a great impression, it's someone capturing Kevin's rhythm, tone, and humor so well that Hart almost looks like he's watching a mirror version of himself. And the best part, Hart didn't seem offended, he found it funny. That's when an impression becomes truly legendary. 3. Eddie Murphy's Wild Mike Tyson impersonation. Comedy legend. Eddie Murphy once took a bold swing with a Mike Tyson impression, complete with voice and physical mannerisms. Doing this in front of Tyson himself is risky. Tyson is such a strong personality. But Murphy's version was so committed and energetic that Tyson actually cracked a smile. It turned what could have been awkward into a moment of shared humor, showing that even the toughest figures can appreciate getting roasted a bit, as long as it's done with heart. 4. Jay Pharoah's Shaquille O'Neal voice match. If you watch Saturday Night Live and celebrity compilations, you'll find Jay Pharoah's impressions everywhere. But his impression of Shaquille O'Neal is one of the funniest in front of the actual person moments. Pharoah captures not just the voice, but the personality. Smooth, confident, clever, and just over the top enough to make Shaq laugh right out loud. Of all the impressions in existence, this one stands out as a blend of timing, accuracy, and real-life reaction. 5. Bill Hader's John Malkovich onstage beat. Bill Hader is known as one of the best impressionists alive. He brings voices and mannerisms to life with surgical precision. In one Saturday Night Live moment, Hader performs his impression of John Malkovich with Malkovich watching. Instead of being offended, the real John laughed and applauded. The moment became an instant classic. Not because it was rude, but because it was so spot on that even the person being impersonated appreciated it. 6. Julie Bowen, doing Sofia Vergara, Unexpected Gem. Not all impressions from celebrities are part of big comedy shows. but some get just as much reaction. In one compiled clip, actress Julie Bowen does an impression of Sofia Vergara. It's quirky, playful, and exaggerated, and Vergara herself gets a kick out of it. While not as intense as some impressions, the way the real Sofia reacts, with laughter, applause, and good-natured teasing, is what makes this moment delightful and shared widely online. 7. Jamie Foxx leaves Denzel Washington. Laughing. Now let's talk about one moment that mixes impressions with star-to-star interaction. During a podcast or interview event, Jamie Foxx did an impression of someone, and Denzel Washington was in the room. Rather than being offended, Washington laughed and encouraged the bit. Moments like this prove that impressions can be shared joy, not mockery. When a legendary actor like Denzel laughs at someone's impression, it gives that impersonator instant credibility. 8. Classic award show impressions that still get laughs. Beyond these specific clips, award shows have been treasure chests of live impressions performed in front of the real celebrity. Jimmy Fallon has imitated Enrique Iglesias at the MTV VMAs, and David Spade once sounded just like Michael J. Fox at the Emmy Awards. And both times, the stars themselves were in the audience, smiling and laughing through it all. These moments aren't scripted, and that's what makes them hilarious. 9. Tina Fey as Sarah Palin, legendary reaction. One of the most remembered impressions in comedy history, even if it wasn't in a short YouTube clip, was Tina Fey's impression of Sarah Palin on Saturday Night Live. Palin watched the skit in person and, instead of getting upset, played along and even joked about it. The mutual respect between comedic parody and real personality is what made this impression iconic and memorable years after the moment happened. 10. What makes these moments work? So why are these celebrity impressions so funny, especially when the real person is watching? Accuracy. Good impressions get voice and mannerisms right. Respect. When done with respect, the real celebrity laughs instead of being offended. Timing. The funniest moments are spontaneous, not rehearsed. Reaction. The real star's reaction, laughter, surprise, applause, is what elevates a clip from funny to unforgettable. Many of the funniest clips come from live shows like SNL because there's no editing. Whatever happens, it happens live in front of the celebrity and audience. Most viewed impression compilation we found has millions of views, proving people love these reactions. SNL tradition of celebrity impressions spans decades, from presidents to pop stars. Some impressions become part of pop culture, like Tina Fey's Palin or Baldwin's Trump, showing how comedy can shape public memory. If you loved these moments as much as we did, hit like and subscribe for more hilarious celebrity moments. Comment below with your favorite impression. And check out our next video for even more funny celebrity reactions.